to a regular season, multiple playoff victories, all sorts of challenges and adversity, and they've arrived at this moment, the battle for that precious trophy. As we'll see, the number 10 seed in this playoff, the LSU Tigers, taking on another team from the SEC, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. And this is it. Two teams enter, one team leaves here as national champions. Let's get this going. Kickoff team is out there, and you can feel the energy. One game to determine the national championship. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Handoff in a single back formation. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
They got some ground to make up. Second and long from the 15. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play.
Well, it's great to see this quarterback from LSU make that throw and put it right on the money to pick up that first down. And I think that's the big thing that LSU fans want to see is consistency from the quarterback position. There have been moments where you've seen that. There have been other moments where they've been asking for more out of their quarterback. So you had the Burrow moment in 2019 that was historic, one of the best we've ever seen in the sport. But now you want to see throws like this and be a great complement to that running game, and then you become a complete package and a real threat in the SEC.
First down. They're going to throw the football. The pass rush closing in. The defense gets him, but it's a first down. It shows you how dangerous he can be scrambling.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Soccer with a strong tackle there. Offense getting set. Second down play here. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And he's brought down out at the 46.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. And the tight end goes in motion before the snap. Can he make it to the marker? Brought down at the 46. Good enough for a first down.
Boy, the defense misses out on an opportunity to get off of the field. They got the offense to third down, and they just weren't able to prevent them from converting.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. And now the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Receiver makes the grab. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down, but instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Third down and short on the 8th play of this opening drive. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. In the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for him. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
In all of our prep work coming into this national championship, I really wondered how this secondary would hold up against this quarterback and this group of receivers. They better be ready to make some adjustments because right now, this quarterback is having his way with him.
LSU is now operating in the red zone. A quick throw out left, complete. Forced out of bounds after a nice gain. The offense is knocking on the door with a 1st and goal.
Anytime a quarterback and a receiver are in sync, you got a chance to make a very successful play. Great job here by the offense.
Back-to-back big plays. Defense is reeling. Set up 1st and goal now. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, LSU. Some of the crowd hasn't even settled in. We got points on the board. Buckle up, Kirk.
I mean, this is amazing. This is exactly how you envision it with the long layoff, the hype, the pressure, all the interviews you've done, and to be able to start off with an opening drive and a touchdown, couldn't have scripted it any better.
Getting set to kick the ball off now. So no return here. He takes a knee in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. Offense showing a bunch formation now. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Pulls it in. It's Morris. And it works. The first down to the 35.
Move the sticks for a first down for this Tennessee offense. And this quarterback is really starting to throw the ball well, putting the ball on the money, and giving these receivers a chance to make plays after the catch. And I tell you, they've had some great quarterbacks, as we know, that have played in their time in Knoxville.
The drive stays alive with that completion for a first down. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. The short completion of the tight end. Tackle is made very near midfield. Good enough for a first down.
The tight end drag route is the perfect option for an offense looking to scheme that position open for some yardage. Perfect execution here for a first down.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
Now it's second down here. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Looking for a deep completion. Makes the catch inside the 10-yard line. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, Vols.
That kind of play is almost impossible to defend. When the quarterback is throwing the ball with that kind of accuracy and timing, and the receiver runs a route like this, good luck trying to stop it. So maybe this is a great start for this combination of this quarterback and receiver for a big day.
Extra point knocked right down the middle. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. Time for one more play here in the quarter. The secondary backed up off the ball now. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. And they're finally able to bring him down. That's a big momentum play to wrap up the first quarter. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down. And the quarterback dropping back. Receiver makes the catch. He's brought down, but not before getting into enemy territory at the +47.
That's another positive gain here for this offense, and this defensive coordinator is going to have to make some kind of adjustments to get this quarterback out of his rhythm. It's the national championship, man. You've got to take chances and mix up your coverages because right now what you're doing just isn't working.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Extending the play now. It's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Crucial takeaway. Breaking free at the 35. They'll finally catch him. That's a huge return. They get the takeaway and set the offense up in great position.
Boy, Chris, excellent job by this defense, turning that fumble into some positive field position. Ball's on the ground, turnovers committed. The defense scoops it up, gets across midfield, and gives their offense really good field position.
First down and goal now. Can they punch it in? Takes the snap and takes off on the run. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tennessee. Well, no surprise from offense this good. Short field, quick touchdown.
Yeah, you get into the red zone, though, there's a tendency to want to get conservative. I love that the offense quarterback kept attacking until they came away with 7 points.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The PAT is good. They go up a touchdown, 14-7. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he's got some space here. Gets some blocks. It's a foot race. All the way for a touchdown. You talk about an unforgettable moment for that guy. A kick return for a touchdown in the championship game.
Chris, I didn't know if he had the speed to be able to take it all the way back to the end zone. Initially had some good blocks to spring him free, and then was just outrunning some angles that some of the kickoff coverage team had. Nice play.
And the extra point goes up and good. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the second quarter. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Tennessee's offense back out on the field now. Remember last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or will the defense come up with a stop? He'll hand it off. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, that's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Went backwards on first down, so it's second and long here from the 10. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. Ball carrier wrapped up and brought down.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Third down after that running play. That's a design quarterback keeper. Crossing the 35. The tackle is finally made, but a huge gain. They'll spot the ball near midfield at the +49.
For offensive coordinators, you see big runs like that in the first half, you get real excited because that opens up so much more of your playbook, especially all of your counter plays and your play action.
Looking to throw it on first down. Makes a quick grab. Breaking free at the 35. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers. They're set now to try the PAT. He knocked through the extra point. The lead is 7, 21-14. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. They moved it well last time. Got across the 50, but then fumbled the football away. Looking to make a big play downfield. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. No chance to catch him. And this national championship game is now dead even, Kirk. We're going to have a fun finish here.
Yeah, maybe I'm being hopeful, but this has the makings of an instant classic right now. The way these teams are matching each other at an elite level in the national championship, it's getting more advanced the further we go. I'm with you. Maybe it comes down to the wire.
Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. On the move. Still going. It's a foot race. Yes, all the way to the house. Touchdown. Wow, kick return for a touchdown in the national championship game. This place has come unhinged.
You know, we get so caught up in offense and defense, sometimes people like to overlook the importance of special teams. Here's a great reminder. Big-time blocks up front, and the speed of the return man, he takes it all the way to the end zone.
Here comes the point after attempt. And the extra point makes it a 7-point lead, 28-21. Kickoff teams come on the field now to send this one away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. It was a one-play touchdown drive through the air last time. The defense makes some adjustments. Escapes the pocket. Solid gain there. Moves the ball out with the 32. Offense will set up on 1st and 10.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run, pick up the first, keep this drive moving.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. Corner's back up now, playing a couple yards off the ball. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down. Offense cranking up the tempo now. No huddle. Quarterback in the shotgun here on 3rd down. And he dumps it off to the tight end. Brought down to the 46. Good enough for a 1st down. This LSU offense is moving quickly down the field.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on 3rd down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
An incompletion makes it 2nd and 10. Ball handed off. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play. So we reach the 2-minute warnings. This offense tries to take the lead here before halftime.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
That run sets up a critical 3rd down play. And he drops back in the gun. Looking to scramble now. The ball is loose. The defense recovers the fumble.
Well, anytime the quarterback takes off and improvises, there's always the risk that the ball goes on the ground. He does a nice job of going off script, trying to create to make something, anything happen, but he doesn't take care of the ball, and the defense does a nice job of swatting the ball away.
And Tennessee's high-powered offense is back out on the field. And here's the handoff. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Second down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun, drops back. Makes the grab. It's Brown. Gets past the tackler into open space now. He'll earn the 1st down, but pay for it with a hard hit.
Watch big-time play by the wide receiver. Makes the catch, breaks the tackle, and then gets some yards afterward.
The offense really clicking against this battle defense. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. Brought down quickly, but the gain moves the football to the 30.
Yeah, you know this defense has got to be frustrated after giving them multiple conversions now on 1st downs. There's another one. But for the offense, man, they're just playing very efficiently right now.
The Volunteers line up on 1st and 10 now. The pocket breaking down. He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete. Second down after that previous play. We'll try to run it with the option. Pitch play to the back. And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the 1st down. Trying to create here on the move. It's complete. What a grab near the sideline. Good job there finding the back of that angle route. The timing was perfect there.
Yeah, effective 3rd down play to be able to move the chains. I really like the cut there on the route by the running back, getting across the middle of the field. And like you said, the quarterback does a nice job of getting the ball out of his hands quickly to give the back a chance to not only catch the ball, but get the yards for the 1st down.
You can't reach the goal line. They tackle him inside the 5. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Vols. He just goes up and over the pile for that touchdown.
Man, that's some serious vertical by this running back. A well-earned touchdown on the goal line.
Now the important point after attempt. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. So the offense gets momentum, scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get his top and preserve that momentum. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He'll be tackled at the 21. That's good work by the coverage team. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. Backed up this close to their end zone in the final minute. Let's see if they just decide to take care of the football and look toward the second half. They'll try a pass here. Looks to the left. Pass caught. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there. Gain moves the ball to the 38. Another 1st down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. He's going to take off here. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a 1st down.
You know, they tried to catch this defense napping on 1st and 10 by taking a shot downfield, but the defense does their job. They've got everybody covered, but I'm telling you, you better account for this quarterback because he can take off when things aren't there and use his legs, and he does that for the 1st down.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. He's looking deep here. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. Time running down, just 1 play left here in the half. Looking to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Tigers.
love to watch this quarterback go out and execute in this kind of situation. He's doing a great job of ignoring the scoreboard and feeling a sense of pressure to have to play with more urgency. Right now, he's executing. We're in the second quarter. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
PAT is good. They still trail, though. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And the coverage team brings him down as the clock runs out in the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The kickoff team out there now to get the second half underway. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. And the Volunteers' powerful offense back out in the field. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Going for a big play downfield. The catch is made for a huge pickup. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play.
Well, it doesn't take long to figure out what kind of adjustments they made at halftime. Here we are, the very first series to start the second half in the championship game, and they're taking shots downfield. They clearly see matchups they want to take advantage of.
The back's got it. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6. Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
There's the defense stepping up and making a nice play. Let's face it, this quarterback has been tough to deal with. He's been able to run and pick up some good yards, but this time the defense is in position and they tackle him for a loss.
On third down, he drops to throw. Pass is incomplete, but there's a flag. This is a big call coming up. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. The ball is getting set on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Oh, that one's picked off. Going the other way, can they stop him? So a great return following the pick. They're finally able to get him down.
Boy, just when it looked like they had complete control of the national championship, they turned the ball over. The only real mistake they could have made to give their opponent a chance to get back into the game, and they've done it.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He'll take a deep shot here. Catch made down inside the 25. Touchdown, LSU. It was a foot race, and he won it.
Just get the ball into the hands of your guy and let him do the rest of the heavy lifting with the yards after the catch. What a great catch and score.
Knocks through the PAT and ties the score here in the third period. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. And the Volunteers' high-tempo offense is back out on the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking right, this one caught. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage.
That's another accurate throw by this quarterback. And Chris, when we did our prep to get ready for the national championship, we all knew that this quarterback potentially could have a big day. But I didn't expect him to get into this kind of zone. This guy cannot miss just having one of those dream performances.
The back's got it on the pitch. It's a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 coming up. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. He's going to take off. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
1st and 10 play coming up. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Makes the grab. It's Brown. He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield to the 48.
Boy, a great throw and a first down for Tennessee, and they are in business. This quarterback is playing well, and, Chris, they are able to recruit the nation when it comes to quarterback play because of the history and tradition they have. Started really with Peyton Manning, but has worked its way through. Think about T. Martin, won the national title in '98. Hendon Hooker, what he did a few years ago. Go back to Josh Dobbs. Boy, they've had some great quarterbacks that have played here.
Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looking to make a play deep downfield. He's got it right near the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. They'll take the lead in the second half. This is just quarterback wizardry. An amazing game with a national championship on the line tonight.
This might be as good of a quarterback performance as I've seen in a national championship in some time. The defense has got to try to do something to get him out of sync by trading the blitz or sit back and change up coverage because what they've called up to this point just isn't working.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. This offense scorched the defense with a lightning strike, a one-play touchdown in the last possession. Let's see if they can duplicate that magic here. Oh, it's dropped off the tip by the defense there. He's going to bring up 2nd down.
This quarterback's got to be so frustrated. He's got an open receiver. He makes a good throw with a good route from his intended target, but this defensive back makes a heck of a play on the ball and knocks it away.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary, trying to extend the play, using his legs here. The pickup is just 3 yards. Now it's 3rd down and 7. We come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. He bought some time, now lets it go. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. This offense is rolling at the moment. It's 1st down and 10.
Boy, the defense missed an opportunity to here, put a lot of pressure on this offense. They allow them to convert. They could have got them to 4th down with the lead that they have.
Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Offense operating at high tempo now. No huddle. Looking to throw again. Short connection to the tight end here. Brought down, but broke a tackle to produce a solid gain there. An important third down attempt for this offense. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. It's a quick grab. Gain moves it to the 24. That's a fresh set of downs. The freshman quarterback showing what a cannon he's got.
Well, this is called settling down in his own defense, just kind of finding that soft spot. So not only does this tight end show that he's got great athletic ability and great size, here he shows that he understands coverage by sitting down in that hole, giving the quarterback a nice target, able to pick up that first down.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun.
Things just appear to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front seven of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain. The offense eager to keep this drive going. They're facing a third and long from the 20 now. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. Finally out of bounds after a solid gain, but there is a flag on the field. So let's check this out. Ninth play of the drive coming up. This is a tough third and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now fourth down.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
The offense still on the field to go for it on 4th and 11. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Pressure is coming. And they've got him a sack to end the drive. What a play by this defense.
That's really good coverage downfield, and it just looked like the quarterback was waiting and waiting and waiting a little bit too long. By the time he decides to try to make a throw, nothing's open. And the result is a sack and a turnover on downs.
Quarterback making some changes at the line. And looking to throw now on first down. It's an out route, the catch made. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Well, he continues to have time to throw the football, and he makes his defense pay for it. Now, they realized coming into this game, they had to take away his ability to throw the football downfield. But it's the receivers and their plays after the catch that's really giving them a hard time.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
You know, this is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
And one final play before the end of the quarter. And the single back takes the handoff. On the defense, wraps him up behind the line of scrimmage to conclude the third quarter of play. We begin the quarter with a crucial play. Offense setting up for this third down. Now, wasn't alert enough, didn't get the play off. That'll cost him 5 yards. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. On play for this offense right here. Quarterback making adjustments now to...
I understand the aggressive approach here on third down and long, trying to pick up the first down, but look at the scoreboard. You've got the lead in the... smart play would have been to keep running the football, work the clock, force them to use their timeouts. Now at 4th down and long with the lead. Tough decision here. I think you got to punt it away.
They'll kick it away here. He'll call for the fair catch here. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. Last possession, they were stopped on 4th down, but it didn't cost them anything. And they put together something here. Finds room at the 30. Tackled at the 32. That's enough for a 1st down.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
Offense operating from the pistol. Running game is working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. They bring him down at the 45 and a solid gain to keep this drive going.
You know, all week the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback. He told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. Man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game because that was a big-time game.
Play action here on 1st down. Bringing pressure. He's hit just before the throw. That's incomplete. Even on a 1st down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
He just has to be protected better than that. He's the guy who can shift the tenure of a game. It's the offensive line's job to ensure he's kept clean.
Single back takes the handoff. Offense trying to move into scoring position if they can convert 3rd and short here from the 50. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Running out of time in the pocket. Tackle made at the 41. That's 1st down yardage. And it's a bunch formation. 1st down, looking to throw the football. Lets it fly to the wideout. Beautiful catch right near the sideline. Gets the foot down. They bring him down, but the freshman quarterback showing off the arm strength.
Another big gain by this wide receiver. This guy has had a great year all season long. You knew coming into the national championship he'd have a shot to make a lot of big plays. But give credit to the offense coordinator, moving him around, allowing him to find space to do work.
They continue to march toward a game-tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Defense is coming after him. He's looking to scramble. He'll avoid the sack, but is brought down after a short gain. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. And is intercepted. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Just a great job of anticipating that and coming up with a big interception by this defense. Because they have this lead, they've really forced this offense to become one-dimensional. They're expecting the ball to be into the air. The defensive backs have their eyes on the ball, and they're able to capitalize with a big pick here in the national title. And
they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain.
Well, this is where you really rely on your offensive line. Late in the game, you got the lead. You got to run the football. They know you're going to run the football. Get behind that big offensive line, run that running back, make sure he protects the football. You got a great chance at a victory.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly. The Volunteers will crank up the tempo. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Across the 40 now. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
Boy, just a blown opportunity here by this defense. They got him to third down, a chance to potentially get them off the field. And the fact that they're trailing, they needed to make a play. You got to give credit to this offense. In the national championship, that big offensive line opened up a hole, and they pick up the first down and keep working clock.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Second down play coming up for this offense. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion. What will the call be on third and long now from the 44? That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the mark. Fourth down now.
Chris, at least there's some positive yards there from this run game. It hasn't been pretty today. It's really, to me, kept them out of finding any kind of offensive rhythm. Now, they have the lead, but it's despite this offense not necessarily having their best day.
It's fourth down and 4 as they try to keep the drive going. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Finds his man, has the first down. This offense picks up the first down. They tackle him at the 44.
Chris, what a call by this offensive coordinator. Fourth down, they elect to go for it, and they get the first down. Now you can continue to work that clock.
The Vols pick up enough for a first down here. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
The offense has done well to choose some clock here. Now they'll come up on second down. They'll run the option. Pitches to the back. Stops short of the marker after just a short gain. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Ninth play of the drive coming up. This is a tough third and long. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. He's not going to get the first down. It's fourth down now. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. So on fourth down, it's an all-important field goal attempt. Hold your breath here. And he's got it from 55 yards away and never in doubt.
Boy, this guy had plenty of leg here, too. Chris, you remember the days when a kick from 50-plus was a major accomplishment? Now these guys knock these out like they're almost automatic.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Looking for his big tight end. And it's complete downfield. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage. The clock is still running. They've got to get set quickly. Looking to throw it on first down. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. They get him down, but he crosses midfield, spot the ball to 44. Offense getting set for what could be their final drive, down late in the final quarter. On first and 10, looking to throw, and he'll loft it to the end zone. And it's intercepted as he threw it into heavy traffic that time. Going the other way, can they catch him? Now look at the return after the interception. Sets the offense up in good shape.
Oh, man, Chris, I really thought this offense had a chance to get back into this game. The only thing you'd hate to see is the interception. But give credit to the defense. They come up with a big play that potentially ices the game.
So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. And that'll do it. We have a